Sir.
South Africa with Marlie, VILJOEN, from Kenya, from Uganda, Akulo, Monica, and from Chad, Esther VILJOEN.
Cette concurrente au départ de cette première série du 400 mètres phare.
Nous rappelons les 3 premières de chaque série et les 9 meilleurs temps sur les 5 séries au combiné seront qualifiés pour le prochain tour.
South Africa in leg number 4 with field number 153.
Avec Marlie VILJOEN de la République russe.
What it was like being out there today, coming to a crowd. When did you arrive, by the way?
We arrived on Sunday afternoon, so it's a bit short notice, a bit close to the competition. But for me, today was just about getting through to the next round. It's very hot, it's very humid, and there's a bit of a wind. So yeah, I just wanted to get used to the circumstances today so that I'm more prepared for tomorrow, and then hopefully for the final as well.
Is this your first African Championships?
It's I've qualified in 2022, but I was still very young, so it's 4 years ago. I think I'm a bit more mature and a bit more experienced, so I'm positive about this one. I'm very excited.
It's been a very busy start to the season for you personally. But at this point, what's your aim for this season, and at what point of that goal are you at the moment?
So this season was just about running sub 51 to get a personal best. I did that at the Gaborone, the Golden Grand Prix, but you know, I still think I can run another personal best. That was just a start, you know. So hopefully to run a few good times here if the weather allows it, and just to make that final and hopefully place for a medal. And then Commonwealth Games would obviously be on my goal list for the year.
Yeah. And you've come in here after what, 4 rounds in Gaborone? 3 rounds. I mean, tell me about that. That Gaborone experience was unreal. It was a bit of pressure in South Africa because of what you did in Guangzhou, no?
Yeah, so we went with a junior team. Unfortunately, we had a lot of injuries in the women's team. So it was kind of, yeah, the pressure. I didn't feel the pressure, but I felt responsible to, as the last leg in each race, to, you know, qualify the teams. It was tough competition. I think it was more tough than in China last year, but the team did very well. We ran our second fastest time with the women, and the mixed almost broke the Africa record, and we qualified. So, you know, to run 3 times, I did it for my country. I volunteered to do it. We didn't really have another option, but they said I didn't have to, and I said I will if the country needs me to.
That's amazing. And tell me about like South Africa under 400. You, well, the record holders, obviously, with Wade, but were you inspired by that Wade spark of 400 running, or how did you get into 400?
I think South Africa is a strong group of 400 meter athletes. I think that's pretty obvious with the way the relays are run. But you know, I started as an 800 athlete in school, and then me and my coach just developed me. I've been with my coach for Ilse Wixel for 13 years now, and you know, we've made me into the athlete I was today. I wasn't born, you know, like an Olympian at 16. I worked hard to get here. I'm 25 years old now, and it took me a while to get here. So I think it's just that hard work and dedication, and the 400 is a bit, you have to think while running the 400, and I think that's what I enjoy about it. You can't just run flat speed. You need to think, you need to have a race plan, you need to execute it every time.
And to talk about, obviously at 25 now, you get into a period where you're probably reaching your peak, and you mentioned your aim is to run a sub 51, but what would you consider a successful season by the end of this year?
You know, I just want to stay healthy. First of all, I've been healthy this whole year. That's a big goal for me, is to stay healthy throughout the year, because you can't perform your best if you have pains and injuries. So so far so good with that. And then I would like to run faster. You know, if I can come last in a race, if I run my best time, I'm satisfied, and I'll never give up until I get over that line. I'll fight for that time. So for me, it's just running faster and faster, and you're reaching my full potential as an athlete.
And in terms of your background motivations that keep you going in the sport, what would that be? What's the one thing that makes you wake up every day, go for training? I know that's not easy. I started working out recently. Every day I don't want to go. But what's that motivation? Like, why do you keep up every day, wake up in the morning, dust off, sleep, and then get back there and get at it?
I think it's the idea of improvement. I love going to the track on hard sessions and trying to improve on the sessions I did before. I think that really motivates me is to, perfect my craft, if I can say it like that, to run the 400 as fast as possible. And I have a great team, I have a great support system, and I really think that helps me a lot. If I didn't have the support system that I had, I wouldn't be as successful as I am.
Yeah. And just a quick prep for you, because you mentioned that you've been doing track since like 13. What got you into track? How did you get in there? Like, do you remember how you first discovered that, this is what I want to do?
I think I was playing tennis, and then we did in primary school, and then we did a fitness test. And then my dad saw I enjoyed the fitness test more than playing tennis. And then he said, okay, maybe I should start running. And then when I got to high school, I met my coach. Yeah. And then it just went from there.
That's amazing. Well, Marlie, very proud of you. Thank you so much for speaking to us, and I wish you all the best here in the crop.
Thank you so much.
Hopefully I'll see you here in the final with a medal to go.
Thank you
so much. Thank you.